Yo, Andrew, we getting this shit to $500,000 a week. You get Big Gucci Academics on your podcast. Flagrant 2. Here we go. You know what I mean? We almost at half, chat. Let me see what they said. 15 hours, 224. Chat. In a week, we need to set $500,000. We need to set $500,000. Yo, salute to my nigga Akash. Akash. This is why also Andrew's smart. That dude Akash is getting his footing under him. Whenever like he kind of get like lit, like, you know, real comfortable, like he understands, like Andrew, and I like that Drake conversation was so many levels beyond what we were talking about. Andrew, I think he's trying to, just like I do. You try to look at the game like how Drake does. Remember when I said like, yo, Drake will evaluate the game on the highest level, but he'll still be so nuanced and down to earth. He'll know about the guy dissing him in the city. I think Andrew Schultz knows about demographics. I think Andrew Schultz knows the big come up for him is probably going to be when the people who felt abandoned by Rogan going over there, but still love people who are comedians that deal with certain subjects. And that's it. Like, it's not no racist shit. It's like, yo, they like to have fun. And they like to talk about government conspiracies. They like to talk about health sometimes, sports sometimes. But it's like a little bit of everything. That's what I've always considered Rogan as. Rogan knows a little bit about everything, but and I call this a white dude ego. But it's a lack of ego. Think about me, Joe, Charlemagne, $1 million worth of game, Nori, bro. Even a lot of how I talk full of, like, even me, like, yo, y'all niggas can't fuck with me, yo, it's ego. Charlemagne, I've realized he started to check the ego, but I saw the ego pop out when he was checking Joe. Joe, a lot of ego. Yo, I'm the best. I'm the greatest. The creator of the creators. This and third. I watch niggas like Andrew and Rogan. Bro, it's like they Andrew got a little ego still. But I think he's trying to learn to ditch it. Rogan ditches all the ego. Like, he don't care. Like, he gives no fucks. And I remember he said an interesting point. He was like, yo, Rogan doesn't have an ego so much. He allowed a lesser number than what he probably really got signed for to be reported. He don't care. And I think that's almost like, for some reason, I think Andrew is going to get there too. In the black community, or like when we're doing this whole shit that hip hop is kind of like put us in a battlefield, you gotta use ego. You have to use ego. So like me, some people might be like, yo, Act, in the last year and a half you changed. I ain't changed. But I realized I got to start swinging my weight. So I'm swinging my weight. It's coming off a little egotistical, but I got to swing my weight. I felt Charlemagne swung his weight differently. I felt he did it really smart. I felt Joe does it a certain way. When you listen to most of, and I think that's why one of the reasons I had gotten that remember when I got that No Jumper? Because there's so much different expectations between if you're white and black. Like for him, there could be cuck-like comments made about Adam, and he don't care to address it. A black man, if there's cuck-like comments made about you, that's all people care about. So I had to address it if that was about me, right? But I watch people like Rogan and like, you know, I think where Schultz is even going, I'm like, damn, they could ditch the fucking ego. They could just be like, yo, I'm just chilling. I'm having fun. It's great. And even though their platform is blowing up and, yo, you don't think Schultz is blowing up? Let me click on this shit. You don't think Schultz is blowing up? Bro, he was the B mic on Brilliant Idiots. Brilliant Idiots, 200, 250,000. Bro, now, always 300. A lot of times, sometimes beyond 300. You feel me? And all I'm saying is that I realize that, and you know, for me, I feel like I'm a work in progress. I'm trying to curve certain behavior. Like, I know sometimes I might be like, yo, act feeling himself. Bro, I only swing my weight now because they still act like, because I don't do the politics shit, I ain't shit. So I have to remind them, no, the time has changed. I'm that nigga. Whether I go to dinner with you and I politic with you or I don't. But anyway, some people might get that, some people might not. Anyway, chat. Here is our goal. On average, for the last couple weeks, Alex Jones went crazy at 1 million. Alex Jones went crazy at 1 million, right? They've been doing like around 300, 350. Pretty good. Listen, the chat niggas have invaded. In 15 hours, we did 225. Chat. We might do 500,000 in like 2 days, but fuck that. I'm going to be conservative. Let's do at least 500,000 in a week. And speaking about numbers, it's to put shit in perspective. I see niggas was like hyping up. They're like, oh yeah, yo, Joe shit fell, this and third. All I want, like, it's going to sound like I'm bragging, but just really reason with me. Numbers has never been my issue. On some shit that I'm doing. Now, if I don't care and I'm just mailing it in, whatever. If I'm on Joe shit, it's going to be numbers. If I'm on some shit I care about, it's going to be numbers. Who gives a fuck about the numbers? But still, I see people talking more about numbers. And I just want to make and drive this point home. Rory and Mealy Mall, I don't care even if they have the sympathy of God, ain't fucking with me. Just remember that. Their next shit they put out, pause it right here, 15 hours, they're not doing this. I just want you niggas to realize that. I'm not competing with them niggas for numbers. They're, maybe them and Joe, because I feel like that's the same audience. I don't care. I just don't like them niggas. That's just personal. I'm sorry. Okay? All right. Anyway, man, I was going on a whole different thing. Fuck. Okay. All right, anyway. What did I not talk about? Should I play some clips from it? I could play some clips from it. Oh, Grand Wizard, I told you to make your page private, on private. Grand Wizard chat nigga. Tell me it's public. It's public. I love it. All right. All right. I just want to play a few clips. Like, I've thought, like, am I gay? You know what I didn't say on here? Remember I told y'all the story of really there were a barb. I should have knew something was crazy because it was something Minaj. Like, it didn't really, and like they had sent some pictures and I was like, I don't know what it was type shit. But yeah, you get me? I didn't tell that story here because good thing I did it because this nigga Andrew, he got jokes. I fuck with Andrew for that. And that's another thing what I was thinking about in chat. And I know some of y'all might want to watch this. If y'all haven't watched it, yo, mods, spam the link. Spam the link. Everybody spam the link. If you haven't seen this, everybody go watch it. Watch it 10 times. As I was thinking, I'm like, fuck. Wait, I forgot what I was saying. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. Wait, what was I saying? Wait. What was I saying? Oh my God, what was I saying? I forgot. They're good. Like, you thinking like this, though. Oh, no. I was complimenting him on him being a comedian. Bro, that motherfucker is quick. Y'all know me. I could hit quick with everybody. Andrew is somebody who I could do content with. And I think he would help me sharpen me. Because a lot of times on this, I told him, I said, on this Twitch shit, I feel like a gladiator. I don't think there's nobody who could come on Twitch and I don't feel supremely confident that I'm going to get the better of them. There's nobody. But sitting right next to maybe their platform, that boy Andrew quick. And here's the thing. You see, with my Twitch, I get to slow it down. I get to frame it. And he knows how to do it for his podcast. And I'm like, that's some good shit. That's what I'm talking about, steel sharpening steel. And that's why I think in my mind that Charlemagne benefited from him too. He benefited from Charlemagne, but Charlemagne benefited from him. Bro, he's quick. He's hitting you back with jokes. You hit him with some shit. He reacts to it in a funny way. And I know some of y'all might be like, oh, he's not funny. Bro, he's hilarious to me. You know, and again, it's not like, we're not talking about Cat Williams. It's like, bro, he got jokes. When I was thinking about my podcast, I'm like, maybe I do need a comedian, bro. I need a comedian to go back and forth with, because I like the back and forth. I want a motherfucker to, like, you kind of want to not really roast each other, but, like, I love how, like, they'll start a topic and it's just straight laughs. And they're making a full point, but it's straight laughs. Like, when I make a point on Twitch, by the time they clip it, I seem so fucking mad. That's what I'm like. I seem mad. They be like, yo, Ak is upset. Oh my God. Like, yo, he has issues. When they do it on the podcast there, it's like, yo, oh, hilarious. Oh my God, they're having so much fun. I'm like, oh. I do want to take some notes from that, honestly. I want to take some notes from that. Somebody said Drewski. Drewski probably could be the guy. No, I don't think Kevin Samuels is, like, funny. No, 6ix9ine is a comedian. 6ix9ine is a comedian. I think 6ix9ine brings out a different element in me. Pause. I like that. Yo, I'm gonna write down Drewski's name. I think I gotta holler at Drewski. Like, not like every single, like, I think maybe I gotta do a episode with him. He's a funny nigga. Drewski. All right, I wrote it down. You know the best thing about Drewski? He fatter than me. He can't make fun of me. Nah, it's not. But no, chat, I'm telling you. Yo, just kind of like, man, I'm gonna be honest, yo, for everybody who likes all this shit, and truth be told, I don't know if I'm having remorse right now. Hopefully I didn't go too hard on the Wheezy shorty. Like, I don't have issues with her, but I know she was trying to ride for them niggas. I just felt like, yo, she was trying to kick my back in. Like, you don't gotta do that. Like, you're not even involved in this. But truthfully, I look at all this shit as like, it was entertainment. Really and truly, it's entertainment. And if you ask me why I'm mad at them niggas like that, because, bro, I was roasting them. They made comments about me over the years about how they felt I was not smart about my business maneuvers, how they thought I was on coke and all this other stuff. And then, I got my stride in and I start clowning them. And they couldn't clown me back. And them niggas did some shit that is not like we're not in that realm of just laughing at each other no more. We're in the realm of some other shit. And for me, I love the bullshit. I love like the clown and this and third. Like that's why people be like, yo, Soulja Boy said this and Bow Wow said this about you. I'm like, yo, if that shit was funny, let it rock. I like that. Yo, this is entertainment. I keep telling y'all that. Now, I know when I was clowning that boy, that little albino nigga, yo, he got so upset that he couldn't respond to me. He had to send somebody, or I don't know if he pulled up and was dropping off Hallmark cards. Now, I can't play with you like that. We can't go back to jokes. There's no more jokes after that. But for the most part, if you're a fan of like this whole thing and you just like bullshit, because I like bullshit. You like Flagrant 2, they're hilarious. You like Brilliant Idiots, they're hilarious. Look to Wax. Wax been putting in some work. You like the JBP, yo, that nigga Ish, he been doing his thing too. Joe doing his thing too. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to go do some shit with Joe real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Just to kind of, like, even though I don't ever want to feel like I'm saving niggas, because I just feel like if I was down bad, nobody would ever save me. And I don't think it would be me saving Joe anyway. But, like, just kind of, like, when people are talking about Joe these days, they're so consumed with numbers, it tells me that they broke out of the spell that Joe created. Joe used to say, even when I was on the show, I'm like, it's not about numbers, blah, 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 blah. Yo, I listened to one of Joe's recent episodes and she was hilarious. That nigga was going in. But nobody cares about that no more. Everyone's watching the numbers compared to the other dudes. Nobody's judging his content versus theirs. They're just judging numbers. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's not my fight to fight. But to be honest, all this shit is entertainment. If you're a fan, now my chat niggas gonna ride with me. You ain't a chat nigga if you riding with the ops. I ain't gonna lie to you. My chat niggas gonna ride with me. But if they see some shit that somebody said that's funny, they might come back and be like, we fuck with you, but you gotta roast this nigga. You gotta get back at this nigga. He was trying to play you. They're enjoying and having fun at this whole thing. Bro, this is all entertainment. Yo, what all these people, and this is why I get so mad at the Stooges. Do you know how fortunate I feel I am that I get to make a living off running my mouth? I get to make a whole living off of this. My mom just sent me some place that she want to go for vacation. And I'm about to book it. She's going to be so amazing. She's going to have such a great time. My mom is such an angel. She's a queen. But really, all this is possible because y'all enjoy the entertainment I give y'all in whatever format. And I like that. I see everybody like, they're not realizing that. Even though, and I'm glad that Schultz said that because I'm not one of them people who, like, podcast beef is really almost like kind of orchestrated. If you dissing somebody, like, unless it's on some shit where niggas is doing some weird shit like Rory, for the most part, if you're mentioning somebody, you're promoting them, they diss you back, they promote you. It's kind of like, you know, it's not saying it's always super fun, but like it's mutually beneficial. The audience should be having fun with everybody. But I've realized it is in a space where like the audience now, I ain't gonna lie, I keep saying Joe audience hate him. And then when it comes to me, I know my chat niggas, we solid. We gonna rock together. But even some of y'all might be like, yo, Act, why we always gotta diss them? I got some shit that's personal with me. Like I could have fun with everybody, but then one or two things is personal. It's a little bit interesting. But you know, I love it nonetheless. Anyway, let's keep it going. What time is it right now? 1:58. I'm gonna give myself 20 more minutes. What the fuck did I not talk about? I'm not even gonna play any more clips. Oh, I didn't want to play. Oh, I didn't want to play too much.
You're the most influential voice in hip hop. Now, I say this doing a podcast with Charlemagne, right? I also say this.
Agree with that one.
Now, Charlemagne is one of the most influential voices in media.
Yeah.
You have chosen to stick specifically to hip hop. There was a time where Charlemagne was the most influential
I feel like
voice
you gotta
in
graduate,
hip hop. But no, of course, you'll get there.
Yo, Schultz, you're smart, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is why I said you got to graduate. You know, I've talked to Charlemagne many times, and I'm not saying it was like a passing the baton type of like, you know, energy, but I think he was like, yo, yo, I'm seasoned. Like, yo, my thing ain't find out who's a new rapper who's lit on the gram anymore. My thing is about, yo, I'm speaking to people who are influential in running this country. And because of that, that brings me into different territory. He's writing books about changing people's lives. And I had a conversation with him, and he put me on game. And that's the thing, like, you know, hopefully I feel like I be beefing a lot. Like, even the Wheezy thing or whatever, bro, I ain't trying to really get at Shorty like that, but, like, she just really jumped to my business on some, like, weird shit. She just jumped to my business just to make it seem like I'm on some clout chasing shit with niggas who, to keep it real, nobody except her would actually say they got more clout than me. Why would I chase clout over some niggas who ain't got more clout than me? That's the whole point of even me telling y'all, get this shit to $500,000. Bro, that shit personal to me. And I fuck with Charlemagne in terms of, like, you know, I watch like how, bro, I don't know if I want to be still commented on the newest, hottest young rapper on social media in 20 years. I don't know. And I'm going to follow my heart and my true desires, but I never want to feel like I'm tied down to some shit. And I always gave Charlemagne credit. If he ever speaks on this, he'll say himself. I said, bro, you did the bravest move when you fell back and you pivoted. Because you could keep violating rappers and having funny moments with them all day long. But you start focusing on building out the next phase of your career, looking into the effects of mental health and, you know, trying to educate people that way, and, you know, trying to speak to people outside of the hip-hop audience, people who determine elections, determine laws. And, of course, he told me some of the benefits of that, but I was like, damn. A lot of times when people are thinking about getting hot or doing whatever they're doing, they could only see, like, what hot is like, yo, is everybody tweeting about you? Are you trending at the moment? And to be able to relieve yourself of that, you got to have that confidence to say, hey, that confidence and that belief to say, I could have more of effect not doing this, and I believe that this ain't the only way. We've seen so many people, like, we've seen Star, like, I think Star always, he stayed with the bullshit. I think Wendy went far, but Wendy still, you know, let's keep it rooted at the gossip. I see Charlemagne's trying to interview presidential candidates. I see him trying to set up like a late night show that could be formidable with whoever you might want to say in terms of, like, I mean, shit, I always think Jon Stewart in terms of could have some comedy, but have a lot of truth, but still be effective and influential beyond culture, politics. I'm like, damn. The mere fact he could graduate to that, look at what he's done, but also don't shield yourself off. And that's why I looked at him. I said, "Weren't you scared when you did that?" And he was like, "No, I grew organically." And he always told me, "Say, yo, act." He's like, "Yo, right now, you the guy for like all the new shit, this and third. Maybe at the time you might be like, all right, I want to age my shit. And I hope you understand you could do it. I think that's dope. I have so much respect for that. You know what I mean? But all in all, and I know I just, I feel like every time I talk about Charlamagne and Joe, I give them mad credit. But all in all, I still feel like, bro, this is entertainment. For the most part, this is entertainment. And if you like, whether you like Joe, Gilly, Drink Champs, Akademiks, Charlamagne, anybody else, just remember that this is for your entertainment. Not everything means people hate each other. And just have fun with it. That's all I can say. All right? Okay, cool. I really wanted to. So thank you, Andrew Schultz, for even saying that, you felt I was the most influential